Let's explain how to set up Modbus communication on the tech pendant of Pendant industrial robot. We open the robot guide and click on Next here. Next. 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 Here we select the model of the industrial robot. We select ER4IA and then click Next. 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 Click Done. Now is the simulator that generates the virtual robot. This process is a little long, so we have to wait for a while. OK, after we set up a workstation, open the tech pendant. And then we click on Menu and find the settings here. Here's the host communication. First, we need to look at I/O. There is no Modbus TCP in I/O. What should we do right now? We double-click on the robot. Here, we click on Regenerate. Click on OK. Check Robot options here. We enter TCP. Then we can see that there is Modbus TCP. We check this one, then click on Next. Click on Finish. Click on Apply. And click on Regenerate. OK. Here we click on OK. Then open the tech pendant. Open menu, and then click I/O again. Here we can see that Modbus TCP appears. First, we click on Settings. Here, click on Host Communication. And click on Details. You can see that the robot name is robot by default. We enter 192.168 99.A.99 here. Which is the IP address of the industrial robot. Then we have to enter the name of the PLC we are communicating with and the IP address of the PLC. Here, we enter PLC. Alright. Here, we enter the IP address of the PLC 192.168.8.1. Click Enter. This is the IP address of the PLC. If there is a virtual PLC address 192.168.8.1 here, then we pin here. Move the cursor to this place and then click Pin. Now we found that pin 192.168.8.1 succeeded, which means that our tag pendant can communicate with the PLC. Okay, let's continue to look at I/O and then select Modbus TCP here. Here we can see that some parameters of the sleeve control equipment Modbus TCP. We can see that the rack number is 96 and the status of the sleeve control equipment is idle, which shows that the tag pendant has not performed data interaction with the PLC yet. We can see that the connections number is 1 by default, which can be modified to 4 at the maximum. The 300 in timeout here means 300 milliseconds. The alarm severity is stop, and the input is invalid in the timeout state. All the above parameters can be modified. We should pay attention to the fact that the default number of input words and output words are both 4. The input-output words here should be the same as the communication word count setting on the PLC side. Alright, let's click Menu, then click Next, click System, and then click Variables here. We select Item here and enter 375 here, and then click Enter. Alright, we can see that there is a Modbus TCP here. After we move the cursor to 377, click Enter. This screen shows some parameters in the Modbus TCP system variables. We should pay attention to the fact that port is a port number here and is 502 by default. We don't modify it generally. Then, when the PLC writes the communication program, we must remember that the port of the robot is 502. Okay, next, we have to assign the I/O numbers of the robot. Here, we can remove some unnecessary ones at first. There are 4 words here, which is 64 bits. We enter 64 here and click Enter. Then move the cursor here. The rack is 96. Click Enter. The slot is 1 and the start point is 1. Click Enter. Now we can see that the status is yellow Pendant, and there is a promote restart to make the change take effect. Then this is the data interface of DO. We have completed the setting. Next, let's set up DI. First, remove the unnecessary ones. We move the cursor here. Enter 64. Move the cursor to the right. Fill in 96 for the rack number. Click Enter. Fill in 1 for the slot. Fill in 1 for the start point. And then click Enter. Now the status is Pendant, requiring us to restart. And we click FCTN. Alright, there is no restart here. Now we need to click on Robot, select Restart Controller, and we select Code Start. After the restart, we select I/O, then Number, and finally the assignment. Now we can see that the range of DO is 1 to 64. The rack number is 96, the slot is 1. The starting point is 1, and the status is active, which means that it has been activated. And we can see that the equipment name here is Modbus and we can see that the equipment name here is Modbus TCP, which is DO. Then we switch to DI, which has a state range of 1 to 64. The rack number is 96. The slot is 1. The starting point is 1. And the status is also active, which means that we have set it up successfully.